My name is Roseanne Cod, and I'm running for president with Team's People's Voice.
My name is Chris Lolis. I'm running for president of the Federation of Students on Team Impact. As president, I often try and split it up into two things. So one is the internal, kind of being the CEO of the organization, kind of being the chief representative of all that is feds and being brought into the loop on important decisions and trying to be the spokesperson for the organization. So that's that half of it. The other half is being the primary student representative and student voice to the university. So often if they have some kind of decision and they want some sort of student feedback, I'm usually one of the first people they go to.
So president is pretty much like the chief executive of projects that are going to happen throughout the year. If I do end up getting the role, I'll probably be overseeing the SLC expansion. President has more of a general open thing, kind of like whatever projects and issues that need to be focused on that year. I think the number one thing that qualifies me is the fact that I am very social, and I do want to know what the students want, and I want to help make this campus better for everyone.
Well, I've done it for a year now, so I think I've got a pretty good understanding of what it takes to be president for the Feds. I've got good relationships with different student stakeholders on campus, like with the societies, as well as with the occasional staff and faculty member, and I think that's important because if you've got this big agenda, you want to make sure that you have buy-in from all parties on campus. And if you've got that good relationship with them, then you're able to put forward your agenda more easily. I think the biggest thing that I'd like to accomplish is working with council and making council more effective and more engaging. I know it was part of my platform last year, and ultimately things just got caught up, in particular with the SLC PAC expansion, that I didn't get time to do nearly as much work as I would have hoped, but absolutely it's going to be a key priority moving forward into the next year. I've got a few ideas mulling in the back of my mind about how we can improve it, but yeah, it's definitely council is what I'd like to work on.
I really want to connect UW as a whole, if that makes sense, to make sure that everyone, all the services are getting what they need, all the clubs are happy. I know that sounds really naive, we can't make everyone happy, but it's something that I really want to focus on, and I want Feds to be noticed, hey, Feds is a big part of our campus, but not many people know or are aware of what it is or what we do.
I think it's council, because even historically, we can look back at the current year where we've got so few people in the candidate seat or the councillor seats, but even in the past we've always seen a trouble getting engagement with our council and really finding its place within the organization, so that's going to have to be a huge obstacle for us to overcome next year. I'm
not sure. Challenges like that you don't really see coming. I'm very excited to take on this position, take on the role. I can't think of anything top of my head that I'm gonna struggle with, but I know when I will, fight it through and we'll make it. That's something I really want to do. I'm not quite sure how Feds feels about that. We're supposed to represent the student body as a whole, and how can we do that without allowing you guys to put in your input?
So I'm just one member of the board, and president isn't even chair of the board right now, so it would be inappropriate for me to say on a platform, board should open up, because ultimately it's going to come down to a vote of all 11 members. Well, I think as long as you include our communications coordinator, I have no problem if I get emailed as well as being CC'd on with the other person.
Yes, I don't see why that would be an issue.